Hey everybody, it's your pretty girl here from Pretty Girl Gardens. Um, just came out in the garden to try and find what was eating my vegetables. Was able to find two caterpillars in one of my beds that I actually had covered up. Um, just to kind of show you. You can see there, little eating up. This one right there is eating up. And I started seeing something eat up on this side as well as over there. Now this is my kohlrabi and bok choy bed. And what I found was actually two different type of caterpillars. One was brown with like a darker brown striping, and the other one was black. So I was going to actually separate them out and transplant them, but I'm gonna give it a little bit to see if I see any more damage before I move anything, because I may end up having to just replant, reseed some more. Look, a little bug more just went in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hoops. I did have one hoop up. I'm gonna go ahead and put up two, just to prepare for growth, and I'm gonna put my netting back on, and we're gonna move on to the next bed. All right, now I have that all planted out and propped up with the two um, hoops. So it gives a lot more airflow, I think, whatever, you know. Um, has little metal clips kind of holding it on there. And I can still water through this and everything. So, so far so good. Just wish me luck. On to the next. Right, so, excuse me. So this is my lettuce bed, and I can tell something's been in here nibbling as well. So I'll sit here for a little bit and just kind of look, see if I can find the culprit. And while I'm at it, get some of these little weeds out of here. Um, it just comes from once I put the soil out, not having it covered immediately, because it was new soil. But like I said, I'm going to sit here and daydream for a minute, see if I can find the culprit as I kind of pull up these little weeds. Hopefully I don't touch it. So in my search, I did find this thing. It doesn't seem to be alive. So I guess that means I'll have to keep looking. Alright, so after much searching, there was no such luck in finding the culprit. So I did go ahead and double hoop this one and pin it back down. I'll just keep searching. Probably in the morning, you know, he'll probably wake up to eat, or he'll be full, he'll be on top somewhere. Um, and hopefully I'll find him. So I did manage to get my collards planted. They're not coming up just yet. I do need to rewater my soil. In here, I did plant my turnips. You can see those have taken off rather fast. Everything was planted at the same time about a couple of days ago. I want to say maybe um, Wednesday or Thursday. Today's Sunday. So they're all in there. They're growing. And I have a surprise garlic that popped up on this side. I have one that popped up right here, but I guess he don't want. I don't know what that is. Thought it was a garlic, but whatever it is, didn't make it. So there's another one of those little brown things. It's just a shell. So if anybody knows what this is, let me know, because it is all fresh compost. So that's something that was buried up in the dirt that resurfaced or surfaced. And if you look in here, now this bed isn't covered, but right in there, that's my um, Swiss chard. And my carrots are starting to come up, getting those cute little leaves on them. Some more Swiss chard over there. Some more carrots and stuff there. I think that's a weed. I'm gonna let him grow for a second and then pop him out. My lettuce is growing. I did put a little more seeds in there. Like I said, I don't have a problem putting seeds. I can always thin out, you know. So far, they're not getting eaten by anything, and I don't have them covered. And I had a few spinach coming up, and one of them, well, two of them actually disappeared. All I have is this one left. I never was successful with spinach, but I did plant some more seeds, so we're gonna see what happens. This is my cabbage bed, and they're growing pretty good. Look like they put on their true leaves. And again, this one isn't covered either. So I don't know if I'm holding in a culprit and feeding them, or if you know, maybe nature's taking its place and come and get the critters. I did bypass my baby Bubba. It's still growing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and let these last few pods go to seed. They're kind of growing a little cockeyed. Kind of look weird, but nevertheless, I just need some for next season. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those few grow, and I'll save those for seed. Now over here in this bed, this is my Brussels sprouts and my cauliflower, purple cauliflower and white cauliflower. And they seem to be growing pretty good. Again, they're putting on their true leaves and growing up. Don't have a lot of weeds in here, which is great. But I can honestly tell you, I do not feel like putting that second hoop on here. Kind of got a little tired, but outside of that, I'm going to go ahead and water everything. And I'm going to call it a day once I do. Now this bed is where I have my mustard greens, and there's nothing over here yet. So well, that's some volunteer garlic. I guess I just left them in. I didn't realize they were in, but they've been in there for 9 months because I pulled the other ones in, or over 9 months, because I pulled the other ones and these decided they wanted to take off. So we're going to let them do what they do. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and water these beds in and give them a good soak, and hopefully my mustards and collards catch up to those turnips. So everything's nice and watered in the garden. Like I said, with this netting on there. Look, I got a dang bug in there already. A little more to shoot. Well, anyway, with the netting on there, I could still water. It's pretty permeable. So I can still water. Still got my little squash over there. And it's one of the reasons why I really overplant is because you never know what's going to be lurking and trying to help themselves to food. So it's easier for me to pull plants or reseed, you know, whatever, succession planting, so to speak. So I have no problem overdoing it a little bit. I'd rather use the seeds before they go bad. But again, everything is watered in pretty well. Yeah, everything's watered in pretty well. I'm going to water the stuff on my back porch in my grow bags. Watered in pretty good. I need to harvest some of that oregano and thyme. We don't have any chances of rain anytime soon. It says something about maybe like a small percent next weekend, but that's a long ways off. That's a very long ways off. So, yeah, I'm really proud of my garlic. I really am. There's a weed right there. Go ahead and get him before he start trouble. And while I'm doing it, I might as well get this one. So, outside of that, I have been battling with the rabbit still. Believe it or not, he can squeeze through these little openings. I mean, my hand can just barely get in it, but his little butt can squeeze through the opening. So my next project will be doing some more chicken wire. I did concoct me a little fence just to kind of close up the actual opening. And he figured out how to get in here another way. So we'll, like I said, we'll make it to the big box store, and he's nice and closed up so he can't get in there. It looks like he can underneath, but he can't. I don't have a problem harvesting this ginger. Okay, well, I do have a problem harvesting the ginger. There's an ant pile or ant colony or whatever in there right now. So I've been kind of not over watering, but I'm making sure that I do water it just to try to run them so they won't be comfortable, because that's a big, let's see if I can squat a little bit. It's a big ginger plant. All that from one piece of ginger. Alright, so next we'll go and water everything here. My zinnias are starting to put on like those little head things. You know, I guess it's the actual plant, but the flower. One over here. I was kind of bent down. I did get some zip ties and tie that one stalk, because that's just one plant. I did tie that one stalk where it could lean forward or lean up a little bit, because it was kind of bothering me leaning over. So we'll get that watered. I did pot up my fig and my grape. I didn't show it in the last video, but it was potted then as well. I said I was gonna pot them up. So outside of that, my mustards are looking good. They're looking real good. There's no bug damage, surprisingly, over here. I do have a few little leaf miner issues. I'm gonna pull those and get that taken care of. Like I said in the last video, I did plant my garlic. That was from last year's garlic, and those babies didn't make it. But it's okay, because I planted some seeds in the garden bed. Strawberries are still strawberrying. This runner still hadn't made it in there to take root. That's the only runner I got, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure it'll do its thing. But outside of that, like I said, everything's looking good. Let's see if I can find the culprit in the morning. Who's been eating my greens, eating my little babies. And I hope to see you all on the next video. I like to say in these YouTube streets, I am sweating, y'all. It is still hot. It is still hot out here. It's oh God, 83 degrees at 6:55 Central Time, Louisiana. And it's hot. It is hot. So I'm going to hurry up and water these things, and then I'm going to catch me a good shower. So again, y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. I'll see y'all on Miss Linda's Live. Bye.